Okay, so good afternoon everyone. In last section we have studied about the Visual Basic concepts, what is .NET framework, its components also, like common language runtime, that is CLR, then your Microsoft intermediate language, that is MSIL. Also we use just in time compiler also. Then the next is what are the tools required for developing your VB.NET programs. That tools we have listed. Then what is a namespace used for your VB.NET application, that we have studied. So now we have to study how to install the IDE for your GUI application development using VB.NET. Means which type of ID we are using, that we have to see in this session. Okay, so some steps we have to follow to install or to download the application. So we will start the session. So the first step is how to download and install Visual Studio. So for installing we have to download one Visual Studio IDE from the official link of Visual Studio, that is your www.visualstudio.com /downloads. So this type of screen will appears. I will share my complete screen. So we will start following these steps. Okay, so my screen is visible now.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the official website for downloading your Visual Studio from internet. So there are three types of release of your Visual Studio, and the latest release is your 2019 for your Visual Studio, and that version is of 16.9th version of Visual Studio. Okay, so there are three types, that is for community version, then professional version, and for enterprise version. So the community version is for the students, or for the uh, tutors, we can call it as, for development of or for practicing the applications on .NET framework. So the community version we will use for practicing our VB.NET application. Then the next is professional and enterprise versions are the paid versions which are used in application development in various enterprises or various companies. They will use. The difference is not that much, but the professional and enterprise versions provide more security for the application, or more features than the community version. But when we are using community version, it will also provide the basic features what we will need in our this subject. So that all the features are included in your community version, so we will use the community version for our application development. So when you go to the official website of your Visual Studio, you have to download the installer file of your Visual Studio. So when you click on this free download, you can download one installer file of Visual Studio. So it will start automatically downloading the installer file. So it is asking me for the path, so I will give the path of desktop. Okay, already I have one file on my desktop, so I will delete that. Okay, so I am giving a path of desktop and click on save, so it will automatically download the installer file only. It is a installer file, it is not a Visual Studio file. Okay, it is an installer file. By using that we can download your Visual Studio. Okay, so when we complete our download, we'll go to the desktop. Okay, so on desktop we will get this installer file, Visual VS Communication. This is the community version file. After the downloading, the next step is, as click on download link, we will start downloading .exe file, as already we are downloaded. Then the next is click on the exe file, and then it shows a pop-up window. So it will show a pop-up window like this. Then the next is click on run button, and then it shows the below image. So we will perform this. Okay, so I am double clicking on this installer file. Okay, so it will giving a pop-up window for installation, so I press yes. Then the next window is your Windows Studio. So the next step is your Video Studio installer. So for this we have to connect our system with internet. Okay, so it will download all the Visual Studio files, libraries into your system, and it will configure complete installation into your system. So I will click on the continue button. Now it will take some time. After that it will download all the libraries, all the essential files from the Visual Studio official site automatically. Okay, so I have already installed this Visual Studio in my system, that's why it is directly downloaded, and says almost all is ready. So here you can see installed already Visual Studio Community 2009. Only we have to do launch. So what are the steps we have to see in this? Okay, so after clicking continue, you will get a window for the downloading and installing the essential files from the Visual Studio official website. After that it will show a screen for selecting the version, or selecting the we can call it as type of your application. So you can download you have to download community version. It is showing a professional version, but we have to not download professional version, we have to download community version. It is a free of cost. And after clicking on this install button, you will get this type of window. Okay, you will get this type of window. So as I already told you that the .NET framework supports multiple languages, multiple programming languages. So for all the programming languages, it's provide the different types of supporting libraries, or supporting files, or supporting IDE it will provide. So for our VB.NET application, what we have to do, we have to select this desktop and mobile option, and in that option we have to select .NET desktop development. Okay, we have to select .NET desktop development. In that we can see built Windows platform, then Windows Forms and console application using C#.NET, Visual Basic.NET and F# with .NET Core and .NET Framework. So this we have to select. Other are different languages which are supported for the .NET Framework, but we have to not learn that languages. We have to not download that platforms. So we have to select only .NET Desktop Development. Then we have to click on the install button here in the right corner, right bottom corner. You can see the install button. You can click on this install button. After that, it will show this type of installer screen, and in this screen it will show you a progress of downloading and installing of packages. Okay, downloading and installing of packages. It will completely download the packages into your system, as well as with the downloading it will install all the packages into your system. So it is of nearby 1.34 GB packages. Total size of packages are nearby 1.34 GB. So it will download complete packages in your system, and it will install that packages into your system. After that, we have to see this screen. Okay, so as I already installed in my system, so I will you will see the last window is directly Visual Studio Professional installed, and we can launch this Visual Studio Professional or we are using community version, so the Visual Studio community, and we can click on launch button. So after launching, we will see this type of screen. So I will show you actual execution of the Visual Studio. So this is the logo for your Visual Studio. It is totally disturbing me. Wait for a minute. Okay, so this is your Visual Studio 2019. So after installation of your Visual Studio 19, you will get the icon on your desktop. So double click on that icon, the Visual Studio will be open. So after opening the Visual Studio IDE 2019, you will get a get started window, or you can open your recent created project also. So this left side shows the recent created applications in your Visual Studio 19, or you can create a new project for your application. So clicking on a create a new project, we can click and we will create our new project. Okay, so for creating our new project, we have here only one option. So by default it will like this: all languages, all platform, all project types. So by default, when you start first time Visual Studio 19, then by default it will show like this: all languages, all platform, all project type. So what we have to do, we have to select a language, select a platform, or select a type of application. Type of application means you can design. I already told you, you can design console based application, you can design web application, you can design mobile applications, and you can design standalone applications, means your Windows applications in this Visual Studio .NET IDE. So we have to select what we have to create. So first of all, the language we are using is your Visual Basic. So we have to select Visual Basic language. Okay, after that we have to select what platform we are using, or platform our application will run on that platform. So platform is your Windows platform. So we are creating an application for your Windows platform. Everyone understood the concept of installation? Only you have to download the installer file like this. You have to double click, then process next, then it will download all the directories, all the packages from internet, and it will then install you in your system. You will get the icon of your Visual Studio 19, when you click on that 2019 or some other versions also, you can use 17 or the previous versions also. So 19 is the latest version. So when we are clicking double clicking on your icon, then you will get a window, this creating a new project. So after selecting language, after selecting platform, you have to select the type of your application. Type of your application means what type of application you have to create or design or develop. Okay, so if you have to design the console application, then select here a console window, or if you have to create a desktop application, you can create a desktop application, extensions, games, IoT application, libraries, machine learning applications, mobile application, office application, other applications like service, test applications. So there are many types of application are supported by the Visual Studio. So what we have to create, we have to create a console application. Okay, so I am selecting Visual Basic Windows for Windows platform, and type of application is console based application. Okay, so these are the three factors you have to select when you are creating a project. Okay, so after creating a project, you will get two um, we can call it as the project types. Okay, two project types. So in console applications also, you have get only VB console application, or you have get a console application with your .NET framework. So I already told you when I teach you a Visual Basic and .NET framework difference. So we have to use Visual Basic with the .NET framework now. Okay, so this VB application means your previous version, VB6 version or VB5 version applications are we can create in Visual Basic only. There is no .NET platform support. So when we are using .NET platform support, then we have to choose your console application. We will see form application also, means desktop applications also later on, but now for today's demo we will select a console application .NET framework with the .NET framework. Okay, so after selecting this, you have to click on next. Okay, after selecting this, we have to click on next. Then this console app, the configuration of your new project. Configuration means you have to give a name to your project. You have to specify a location of your project where you have to store or save your application. That location you have to give. Then the package name you have to give to the application, or we can select the .NET framework version also. Okay, we can select a .NET framework version also. So the project name is, I am giving a project name as console app for SYCO1. Okay, so console app SYCO1, I am giving a name. Then you can select a location from this browse button, but I don't want to change the location of my Visual Studio code. So I am here with the default location as username, then the source and repository. So there my project is created with the name console app SYCO1. The solution name is means package name. I also putting this name as same as my project name. So you can select the .NET framework also. So multiple types of .NET frameworks are here, multiple versions of .NET frameworks available here. So I am choosing a latest version as 4.7.2. So when you install this Visual Studio ID in your system, this .NET frameworks also installed in your system by default. Okay, after giving the configuration details, you have to select create button. Okay, you have to click on create button. After clicking on the create button, it will create your project, and then it will show you a project window. Okay, so it will take some time, then it will open a project window. So this is your project window. So we will see what are the specifications of the this IDE is. First of all, we will get a menu bar with the different menus like file, edit, view, git, project, build, debug, test, analyze, tools, extensions, windows, then helps. These type of menus we will use one by one. Whatever we need in our project, we will see that all menus. Then here we can see your start button means your execution button, execution of project. You can done the execution of project on this current system. Okay, so it will automatically compile the code and automatically execute the code, and it will show you a output on a console screen, because we are creating a console application. Okay, we are creating a console application, that's why it will show you a console output. Okay, so how we can write the code? We don't know the syntax of this code. So for that, we will not discuss about the code now. When we will study whatever the code or syntaxes used in a Visual Studio Code, that after that we will create a application. So for today we will see only a message display application or message display on your console screen. That program we will run on this application. Okay, so for that, here is a structure for your coding. So here is a main method, and here we can call it as a module, means your program code. It's like a class. Module means it's like a class. So here it is started a module, here it is ended a module. No need to give any semicolon in your Visual Basic Code. Okay, no need to give any semicolon, or no need to specify opening bracket or closing bracket. So here the subdirectory, or we can call it as sub process. So sub process is a main, your sub function we can call it as. So main function start here, and here it is end of main function. Module starts here, and here it is end of module. We can put multiple modules in your program. We can create multiple functions in your program also. So in the main method, everyone knows about the programming. When we are executing any programming code, we need a main method. Why we need a main method? Can anyone tell me why we need a main method? What is the use of main method? You can put your answer in chat box also, or you can give an answer on mic also. What is the use of a main method? Why we include a main method in our program? Fast type your answer in chat box. Abhishek, Namane, Aishwarya, Aman, Aniket, Atik, Ayush, what is the use of main method? Mauli, what is the use of main method?
सर फंक्शन कॉल करण्यासाठी.
Main is a itself a function. Method means it is a function. Function and method is same. Prasad says to execute other codes.
The computer that the main programming starting.
Main in programming starting. Okay, main method is that method which start first. Okay, okay, so can we change the name of main method? Can I write main method as syco1? Can I write like this? Method means function, and we can change the name of function. So can I change the name of main method?
No, sir.
Most of the people says no. What is the reason behind that? Why I will not change the name? आप लोगों ने अगर नहीं बोला है तो मैं नहीं करता हूँ चेंज, यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ फिर से मेन. लेकिन व्हाट इज़ द रीज़न? I think you have studied C programming, then you have studied C++ programming also. Now you are studying Java programming also, right? You are already
The
studied main.
program execution,
What
the
what?
program execution starts from the main method.
Okay, the program execution starts from the main method. It is exactly correct. But can I change the name of main method? And what is the reason? The most of the people says that you can't change the name of the main method. So okay, but what is the reason why I can't change the name of main method? हाँ.
सर मग ते पास नाही होणार ना मग ते फंक्शन्स वगैरे नाही तर मग
पास नाही होणार.
त्याला मग ते जे काय म्हणजे हे असं एक्सप्रेशन असेल ते पास होणार नाही मग त्या
मग मी जर असा एखादा फंक्शन बनवला दुसरा याच्यासोबत, हँग झाले. ओके,
सर मेन हे जे फंक्शन आहे ना ते कम्प्युटरला ऑलरेडी माहिती आहे की आपण जेव्हा मेन इन्क्लूड करतो तेव्हा ते एक्झिक्युशन स्टार्ट होत असतं. त्यामुळं जेव्हा आपण म्हणजे मेनचं काम काय आहे की ते जस्ट सांगतंय की आपण एक्झिक्युशन स्टार्ट करतोय. जर आपण मेन इन्क्लूडच केलं नाही तर ते एक्झिक्युशन स्टार्टच होणार.
एक्झॅक्टली करेक्ट. कम्प्युटरला म्हणण्यापेक्षा आपण फक्त म्हणू कंपायलरला. ओके, सो द नेम मेन it already specify, already predefined in a compiler. In a compiler already it is specified. So when we run any program, the compiler pointer will always searching for the main word, always search for the main word. Where it will get a main word, then it will start the execution from that main function. Okay, so ऑलरेडी हमने क्या करके रख दिया है, वो प्रोग्रामर ने क्या करके कंपाइलर के अंदर उसको स्पेसिफाई करके रख दिया है कि नेम इज़ अ मेन, मीन स्टार्ट जहाँ से करना है हमें वहाँ पे जो नाम रहेगा वो रहेगा मेन. सो जब भी हम प्रोग्राम रन करेंगे तो वो रन करने के लिए आपने अगर उसमें थाउजेंड्स ऑफ मॉड्यूल लिखे होंगे, लेकिन वो पूरे थाउजेंड्स ऑफ मॉड्यूल के अंदर क्या सर्च करेगा, सबसे पहले मेन फंक्शन सर्च करेगा, वो वर्ड सर्च करेगा कि वो मेन उसे कहाँ मिलता है. ओके, सो वो सर्च करने के बाद ही वो एग्जीक्यूशन स्टार्ट कर सकता है. अगर उसको नहीं मिलता है तो वो एग्जीक्यूशन स्टार्ट नहीं करेगा. लेकिन अगर मैंने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि कैन वी चेंज द नेम ऑफ मेन मेथड, द आंसर इज यस, वी कैन चेंज द name of main method in C++ also, in Java also. We can change the name of main method, but we have to specify that name to the compiler by using hash define all, or in the JVM, in the Java we can specify the name into the JVM also. Means जर मी एखाद्या नावाला SYCO2 देतोय मेन आणि मला त्याला मेन फंक्शन डिक्लेअर करायचं आहे, तर मला त्याला डिफाईन करावं लागेल की मेनचं नाव काय केलं आहे मी चेंज SYCO2. अगर मुझे नाम चेंज करना है सो आई कैन चेंज द नेम ऑफ मेन फंक्शन, बट मुझे स्पेसिफाई करना पड़ेगा वो कि ये मेन का नाम मैंने क्या कर दिया है SYCO1 कर दिया है. आफ्टर दैट ओनली वी कैन रन दैट एप्लीकेशन. ओके, बट उसका एक डिसएडवांटेज है. अगर आप मेन फंक्शन का नाम इन C++ प्रोग्रामिंग, अगर आप मेन फंक्शन का नाम चेंज करते हो सो आप उसकी .exe फाइल नहीं बना सकते हो. अगर आप मेन फंक्शन का नाम चेंज करते हो तो आप उसकी .exe फाइल नहीं क्रिएट कर सकते हो. आप एप्लीकेशन को रन कर सकते हो, यू कैन सी द आउटपुट ऑफ योर एप्लीकेशन, बट when we are creating the .exe file, means executable file of your application or your software, then it is not possible if you change the name of main function. So अगर इंटरव्यू में आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है कि कैन वी चेंज द नेम ऑफ मेन फंक्शन, द आंसर इज येस वी कैन चेंज, बट वी हैव टू स्पेसिफाई दैट change name as a main function. Okay, we have to specify that we can specify that name for a main function, then the compiler knows the alternative name for main function is xyz and that xyz function will execute it. Okay, clear now? So इंटरव्यू में इस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं. कंफ्यूज किया जाता है आपको कि आपको मेन फंक्शन दिया है सो कैन वी चेंज द नेम ऑफ मेन फंक्शन. सो हम बोलेंगे कि नहीं, क्योंकि हमारा स्टार्ट ऑफ द एग्जीक्यूशन कहाँ से होता है, मेन फंक्शन से होता है, एंड हमारा मेन फंक्शन ऑलरेडी कंपाइलर को पता है कि कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, मेन वर्ड से ही स्टार्ट करना है. सो हम चेंज नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन वी कैन चेंज द नेम ऑफ मेन फंक्शन. सो ये ध्यान में रखना. अगर आप जावा में भी सीख रहे होंगे तो आपको जावा में भी पब्लिक स्टैटिक वॉइड मेन इस तरीके का मेन फंक्शन आता है. सो उसमें भी मेन लिखा है, वो हम चेंज कर सकते हैं, लेकिन वी हैव टू स्पेसिफाई टू JVM दैट वी आर चेंजिंग द नेम ऑफ मेन फंक्शन एज XYZ. ओके, सो we can change the name of main function. Okay, so back to the our function. This is our main function. We are starting our project and we are creating some small message and it will display on your console screen. So can anyone tell me what function we are using to display a string on your console screen in C programming, or we can in C++ also? What function we are using to display any string onto the console screen? अगर हमें कोई स्ट्रिंग डिस्प्ले करना है आउटपुट स्क्रीन के ऊपर, कंसोल स्क्रीन के ऊपर, सो C या C++ में आप क्या यूज करते थे?
printf and cout.
Okay, good. So in C programming we use a function as a printf, and in C++ we will use as a cout for displaying any string. So in VB.NET what we are using, we have to put your output on the console. So we have to give a object of console, then dot we have to call write line or write method to display a value. Okay, so on a console we have to give a message by using write line function. So it's like a cout or it's like a printf. So whatever we are giving in the double quotation, like hello SYCO1 1 students. Okay, so this is the message I am giving into the write line function. So this function we are using, and this is already predefined function. Okay, it is a predefined function we are using like printf and cout in your application for printing or showing the output on a console screen. Everyone got it? So you all are aware about the cout and printf. So likewise in your VB.NET if you are printing any statement on your console screen, then you have to write line. Okay, so I am here giving a one write line function. So simple, we have to print a message on a screen. So this is our message. Okay, so we will run this application. I am saving Control S. After that I am clicking on a start button for the execution. So here we can see building start. So it will build complete project, it will check for errors, then it will convert your application into .exe file, and it will execute that file, and it will show the output to the console screen. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, so you can see the console screen. So after executing, it will close automatically your what we can call it as console screen. Okay, so can anyone tell me, is it happen in C or C++? Can anyone tell me, is it happen in C or C++?
Sir, can you repeat?
When I execute this application, I click it on start. Okay, so it will execute application, it will show a output on a screen, but after showing the output, it automatically close the console screen. Okay, so is like this you are facing the problem in your C or C++ application? I think everyone will face this situation. Sujit said yes. So Sujit, when you face this problem, and what is the solution you have given to your application?
सर सी आणि C++ प्रोग्राम मध्ये स्टार पॅटर्न हा रन होतो ना,
होतो ना रन.
त्यामुळे हे पण होईल ना.
नाही नाही,
हा
रन होतंय, प्रॉब्लेम नाही, रन होतंय. हा पण प्रोग्राम रन झालाय, एक्झिक्यूट झालाय, आउटपुट स्क्रीनवरती त्याचा आउटपुट सुद्धा आलाय कन्सोल स्क्रीनवरती. बट कन्सोल स्क्रीन होल्ड न करता त्याने कन्सोल स्क्रीन काय केलेलं आहे, क्लोज केलं आहे. ओके, कन्सोल स्क्रीनला काय केलं आहे त्याने, क्लोज केलं आहे ऑटोमॅटिकली. सो हा प्रॉब्लेम तुम्ही C++ मध्ये कधी बघितलाय का?
जेव्हा एरर्स किंवा प्रोग्राम मध्ये आपण काही चूक केली असेल तर कधी कधी चुकीचा आउटपुट दाखवून पूर्ण एक्झिक्यूट न होता तो क्लोज होतो कन्सोल.
बट कुठलेच एरर नाही आहेत, समजा काहीच नाही, प्रोग्राम एकदम करेक्टली एक्झिक्यूट होते, सगळे ऑपरेशन्स करेक्ट आहेत.
तेव्हा नाही होत असं आपण क्लोज केल्याशिवाय.
एनीवन एल्स? कुणी ऑब्झर्व केलं का कधी प्रोग्रामिंग जेव्हा तुम्ही केलं असणार C++चे?
सर म्हणजे जर काय असं हे प्रोग्राम मध्ये तेवढं असेल, म्हणजे समजा ऍडिशनचा प्रोग्राम असेल, ते ऍडिशन करून ते आउटपुट देऊन मग डायरेक्टली तो बंद होतो.
ॲडिशनसाठी एक इनपुट घेतला, समजा दुसरा इनपुट घेतला आणि रिझल्ट न दाखवता क्लोज झालाय.
सर प्रोग्राम करेक्ट दिला असेल ना, तो आउटपुट हे एक्झिक्यूट होऊन मगच तो बंद होतो, नाहीतर मग ते आपण जोपर्यंत करत नाही तोपर्यंत.
ओके, आपण जोपर्यंत करणार नाही तोपर्यंत तो क्लोज होणार नाही. Any other answer? Maybe because there is no return keyword. No, काही रिटर्न केलंच नाही आपण त्याच्यावर. फंक्शनचा रिटर्नचा काही संबंधच नाही. रिटर्न कीवर्ड कधी यूज करतो आपण? एखादी व्हॅल्यू तिथून रिटर्न करायची असेल दुसऱ्या फंक्शनला किंवा जिथून कॉल केला असेल तिथे, तर रिटर्न कीवर्ड यूज करतो. ओके, सो आय थिंक तुम्ही लोक ओके. प्रसाद सेज गेट CS इज यूज्ड. लक्षात आलं का तुम्हाला काय म्हणते प्रसाद? काय म्हणते बघा, गेट CS इज यूज्ड. व्हॉट इज द यूज ऑफ युअर गेट CS फंक्शन? आय थिंक एव्हरीवन included that function in your application, that is in conio.h file. You have inputted #include conio.h in your C programming or in your C++ programming. Okay, yes Prasad, to hold on the screen. So getCH function we use in your C and C++ programming to hold your output screen. Okay, so here if you have to hold the output screen, what we have to use? Console dot read line. Okay, now I am running. Read line is also used for taking an input from user also. So this is the output. Now it is holding the screen. Okay, now it is holding the screen. Hello SYCO1 students, and it is holding the screen. If I remove this line, then if I started executing, it will blink that output screen, show output, and it will close the console screen. So for holding we have to give, this is a temporary solution, this is not a permanent solution. We will see in a later sessions how to hold the screen, but for the simple example we can hold the screen by using your right key, or we can read key, or we can use read line function. Or read line function is used for taking input also. Okay, so taking input by using read line function, and you can hold your output screen by using read line function. So when I executed this line, so it will show a message on a screen. Okay, everyone understood? Is there any query? No. Okay, so this is a simple example, or simple, we can call it as code for how to create your application, or how to create your console application in your VB.NET. Okay, so if you have time, okay, so 40 50 10 minutes, we have 10 minutes. So we will see how to create a desktop, we can call it as desktop window, or we can call it as standalone application in your Visual Basic. So in your syllabus there are two types of application you have to create. You have to create one console applications, and you have to create a form applications, we can call it as standalone application. Okay, one question is from Abhishek Tammane. VS Code is different or same? Abhishek, Visual Studio is different, VS Code is different. Okay, VS Code is used for multiple types of languages. We can add some plugins into the VS Code. VS Code is a we can call it as the application or IDE which is used as per your need. means if you want to run Java application or Java projects, then you can put some Java extension in that VS Code, and you can use that VS Code for Java application development. If you want to develop Spring applications, then you have to put some add-ons or plugins or extensions of a Spring into that Visual Studio Code. Okay, so that is different. Your Visual Studio 19 is different. Okay, it is only for .NET frameworks and applications which are or programming languages which are support for the .NET framework. But Visual Studio Code is universal. We can call it as universal because in that you can run any type of application, you can input any type of application. I recently uninstall Visual Studio Code from my system. Otherwise I will show in some later sessions about the Visual Studio Code. So the next point is our how to create a Windows based application for our project. Okay, so I am putting your attendance list in your chat box. So you mark your attendance, and then we will continue the next type of application. Okay, I am putting an attendance link. You have to mark your attendance on the Google Form link. You don't have to put your name and roll number in chat box. You have to mark your attendance on the attendance link. No need to put your name and roll number in chat box. I already given a attendance link, Google Form link in your chat box. You have to click on that link, and then you have to fill the form. Automatically your attendance will be registered in our system. So I have already given a attendance link. Everyone has to mark your attendance on that link only. Okay, so I am here closing this project. Okay, after marking we will continue with the Windows based project. So these are the steps we have studied, how to install your Visual Studio. Okay, so now we are continuing with the create new project again. So in the last project we have created console application. So now we will create same language, same platform, but we have to create a desktop application. We have to create a desktop application. For that we have to select a form based application. Okay, so Visual Basic language, Windows platform, and desktop application, and we have to select form, Windows Form with .NET. So Windows Form is here, but we have to select Windows Form with .NET. Okay, here Windows Form app with .NET framework. So click on the Windows Form app and with .NET framework. Click on the next. Again give us same names as a desk app SYCO1. Okay, so it is a desktop application, and we can create a desktop application in your Visual Studio also. So other features I am putting as a default, as a .NET framework is 4.7.2. Location is same, and the solution name means your package name is also same, and I am clicking here on a create button. Okay, so you will understand the difference between console application and form application. So console application means it always runs on your command prompt. Okay, it always runs on your command prompt. So this is a form based application. Okay, means desktop application, form based application, where you can design a different types of forms. Okay, where you can design a different types of forms. So this is your form, means this is your window of your software. Okay, this is the window of your software. So here we will get one toolbox. Okay, here we will get one toolbox. So there are multiple types of tools are present in this toolbox. So now it is initializing and it is downloading all the tools which are whatever we will need to design this. So I am here attaching this toolbar. So multiple types of tools are there. So what are the tools we will use? Mostly buttons, checkbox, pointer, mouse pointer, checklist, combo box, labels. So I think you are aware about the login form. Okay, you are aware about the login form. So what are the essential needs for login form is label. So here I am using one label. I am giving a name as user name. Okay, so I am giving a name as user name. Then the next label I am giving a name as password. So here I am only designing a Windows based application for login form. So essential things for login form is username and your password. So for entering your username, what we have to do, we have to take a text box. Okay, we have to take a text box. So here we can put a username, and for password we can use password box is there. Or we can call it as password field. I think it is available. Okay, we will see that field in our later sessions. So there is a separate field for password also. So I am using here text box for password also, and here one button we are including in this application, that is your login button. Okay, so this type of applications you can design easily by using the toolbox, and you can form a window application. So when you are using console application, you have to write complete code for that application, but when you are using Windows based application, you have to drag and drop multiple components, or we can call it as tools, easily from the toolbar to the your form. Okay, then when we are running this program, so I am clicking on the start button. So it will execute like this. This is a window where we can put any username. SYCO2 1 is a username, then password SYCO1. So here the password is showing, but when you use a text box for password, it will hide the password automatically in the form of star or in the form of dots. Okay, so this type of applications you can create easily when you are creating login button actions or events. Then it will automatically perform the event happening for the that username and password. Okay, so easily हम लोग इसमें डिज़ाइन कर सकते हैं कोई भी एप्लीकेशन, एंड उस एप्लीकेशन का यूज़ करके हम क्या कर सकते हैं, कोई एक सॉफ्टवेयर बना सकते हैं एंड उस सॉफ्टवेयर को आप क्या कर सकते हो, आपके सिस्टम में इंस्टॉल कर सकते हो. सो ये जो आपका सब्जेक्ट है दैट इज़ यूर विजुअल बेसिक डॉट नेट, यहाँ पे आप जब पढ़ोगे तो स्टार्टिंग से लेके मीन्स कंसोल एप्लीकेशन से लेके एट द एंड तक आप एक कंप्लीट एप्लीकेशन किस तरीके से बनता है, मीन्स कंसोल एप्लीकेशन पे आप लॉजिक सीखोगे, फॉर लूप, वाइल लूप, डू वाइल लूप किस तरीके से VB.NET में यूज़ किया जाता है वो आपको सीखने को मिलेगा. देन आफ्टर दैट वी विल स्टार्ट विथ यूर विंडोज बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन, डेस्कटॉप बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन, मीन दिस टाइप ऑफ एप्लीकेशन यू विल डिज़ाइन. सो आप लोग इस तरीके के एप्लीकेशन डिज़ाइन कर सकते हो जो कि आपके सॉफ्टवेयर किस तरीके से बनता है वो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. एंड देन एट द एंड मीन्स लास्ट प्रैक्टिकल ऑफ योर दिस सब्जेक्ट इज हाउ टू क्रिएट .exe फाइल ऑफ योर एप्लीकेशन. मीन्स लास्ट में जो प्रैक्टिकल होगा वो प्रैक्टिकल होगा आपका कि ये जो एप्लीकेशन आपने बनाया है उसका .exe फाइल कैसे बनाना है, उसका एग्जीक्यूटेबल फाइल कैसे बनाना है. एंड वो एग्जीक्यूटेबल फाइल आप किसी भी सिस्टम में अगर आप डबल क्लिक करके इंस्टॉल नेक्स्ट करके इंस्टॉल करते हो तो आपका एप्लीकेशन उस सिस्टम के अंदर इंस्टॉल हो जाएगा. Okay, so this type of practicals you have in this subject and you have to see how to develop a application by using the controls, by using containers, by using tools. We can design a different types of applications. Okay, so जिन लोगों के पास लैपटॉप्स है अभी उन लोगों ने क्या करना है, घर पे सभी लोगों ने ये विजुअल स्टूडियो आपने इंस्टॉल कर देना है आपके सिस्टम में. उसके स्टेप्स जो है हमने ऑलरेडी बना दिए. सो आई थिंक यू आर ऑल फ्रॉम SYCO1. सो एक ग्रुप मैंने बनाया है, एक मिनट, SYCO2 का है वो, नहीं एक मिनट, गैड के स्टडी मटेरियल के एक मैंने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया है, गैड. Okay, so I got the group. So I am giving a link for a group. You all have to add yourself in that group. I am copying the link. Okay, so I am pasting the link in your chat box. It is a WhatsApp group link. You all have to add yourself in that group for your GAD material. जो भी स्टडी मटेरियल रहेगा मैं उस ग्रुप में डालते जाऊंगा, आप सभी को वो ग्रुप ज्वाइन करना है. एंड उस ग्रुप के अंदर आपको मैं PPTs रहे या नोट्स रहे या फिर सॉफ्टवेयर से रिलेटेड कोई लिंक्स रहे या फिर वीडियो के लिंक्स रहे वो सभी मैं उसमें डाल दूंगा. ओके, सो ये ग्रुप आप सब लोग ज्वाइन कर लो आज. एंड जिनके पास भी लैपटॉप्स है, कंप्यूटर्स है, तो उन्होंने क्या करना है, विजुअल स्टूडियो इंस्टॉल करना है. अगर इंस्टॉल करते वक्त कुछ प्रॉब्लम आता है तो ये जो ग्रुप है उसके ऊपर आप मैसेज डालो, विंडो का स्क्रीनशॉट लो कि सर ये एरर आ रहा है, सो वी विल सॉल्व दैट एरर. ओके, सो ये ग्रुप आपको ऑफिशियल कम्युनिकेशन के लिए जो भी डेटा आपको दिया जाएगा वहाँ पे वो आप लो, एक्सेस करो. सो बोथ द क्लास के लिए ये गैड का ग्रुप रहेगा. ओके, सो सभी लोगों ने ये लिंक कॉपी करके वो ग्रुप में ऐड हो जाना है. Everyone mark your attendance. Is there anyone left for marking the attendance? Only 45 students mark the attendance. Okay, so this is only a demo. This is a demo for today's session, but we will see on our next sessions in a detail whatever we have to use the code in your application, that we will see one by one in a detail. Okay, and then we will execute the applications. Okay, so if you mark your attendance you can leave the session.